Hey guys, what's up? Tax here. Today we are here with the next episode of F1 1997 Mod Career Mode, and today we are here with the second round of the season here in Brazil. Now we're slightly changing the setup a bit there, so a bit more of a dry setup. Should mean we're better in a straight line, may struggle through the twisty part in the middle of the track, but it should help us out down the straights when we want to overtake maybe some of the slower cars. But random grids once again, and we get 7th place on the grid this time, which is a lot better. Only one place outside the points to start off with, so we only have to gain one place this time to get into the points. But Shinji Nakano starts on pole position. There we are in 7th place, and Mika Hakkinen will start in 10th place there. So looking ahead to the lights now. At the top of our screen, you'll see them. Yeah, there they are, building the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights are on here in Brazil, and the lights are out, and away we go for this 97 Brazilian Grand Prix, the second race of the season. In the 1997 season, obviously you're wondering, in modern day Formula 1 it's near the end, but back then it was near the start. Heading through turns 1 and 2, getting past a couple of cars already, including Panis and Lacey, and now we're right up behind Nakano here for 2nd place. Had a really good start, haven't we? Nakano's very slow in a straight line though. He's given us a gap on the inside, we've gone past him there, now we can look to get past Katayama in the braking zone. Not quite. We're very close to getting past him there, but he didn't really give us enough space to do that. Obviously, he doesn't need to, but obviously we'd have liked for him to give us a bit of space there to try and overtake him. Couldn't quite get past him there, and Panis looks to be right up behind us once again now. Panis in his Prost, challenging us hard, but luckily for us, he doesn't manage to quite get past there now. Looking around the outside of Katayama, can't quite get that move done there, but we're so much faster than him. Not too sure why the Minardi is so slow in this game, but I guess it is programmed to be slow as it was in real life now. So now trying to go around the outside here of Katayama. Can't quite get the move done now. Looking down the inside. Well, Katayama flying over the curbs there, but luckily he doesn't crash out of the race or anything. But he maintains the lead for now. Can he maintain it to the start-finish line? Well, we're so much faster in a straight line. We're looking around the outside here. Oh, Katayama nearly squeezing us into the wall there, but we should be able to get past him now. We've got such a superior straight line advantage on him. And as we head across the start finish line, we lead the race now by 2/10 of a second. Panis is up into 3rd place. And Lacey is up into 4th place now. And now we're into the lead this race. It's pretty much just defend it. And don't really worry about setting out blistering lap times, because we just need to win this race in the slowest possible time. It's sort of a classic commentator's line there. Win the race in the slowest possible time so you can just get to the flag without any dramas. But obviously in the Australian Grand Prix you saw it a couple of days ago, we scored 1 point for finishing in 6th place, which is slightly different to modern day Formula 1 where you'd have got 8 points for finishing in 6th place. But it sort of gives it a bit more emphasis for actually sort of overtaking cars and getting up the points a bit there, because, or up the positions, because finishing in 10th place means nothing, finishing in 9th place means nothing, you know, etc, etc, up to 7th place still means nothing. You just need to get into 6th place to score something in this series here today. At the end of the video it will show 25 points for the win, etc, but I don't think you can actually change that in game, so that's why it's programmed like that. But don't worry guys, I've converted it to the 1997 scoring system in the updated results at the end of the video, so don't worry about that. That's all updated for you guys, so you don't have to worry about calculating yourself. But I'm not actually going to be calculating up the constructors' results until the end of the season. Once I finish the season, what I'm going to be doing is calculating up the results from the constructors, then doing it. But I think there's a couple of you guys that left it in the comment section of the last video what the constructors' standings were. So if you want to keep doing that, that's really cool. And thank you for doing that. I do appreciate it. But for myself, I'm not going to be doing constructor standings until the last episode of the series, which is when I'll show it to you guys, but you'll get a general idea of what it's like. It just takes a lot of time to get the constructor stuff all together, so yeah, especially when I don't have a huge amount of time for editing and uploading videos nowadays, guys. It's more about making sure that I can just get the main parts of the video there for you guys to make sure you still get the good parts. And maybe the parts like the constructor standings don't really matter too much. And a lot of you guys were asking in the last video, what is this update video that you're talking about? Because I didn't actually title it an update video, because I actually included a lot more stuff in it than just update. So I'll leave a link to that update video and many other things in the description of this video, so you can go and watch that for yourself. A lot of people wondering where is this update video, so I'll leave that in the description of this one so you can go and check it out if you wanted to and just understand what's going on right now. And wow, a 4 seconds lead. I was saying win this race in the slowest possible time, but we pulled out a nice gap over Panis. Katayama is in 3rd place. We set a decent lap time. It's not that great, but it's alright. I won 15.8 over the start-finish line, and now nearly 5 seconds over Olivier Panis in second place, and Katayama still in third place, but he's got Alesi right up behind him. You see the gap over the line was literally nothing, and Alesi did get past him in the end there. And we're going purple through sector 1 as well, so really good lap times here. There's not really any pressure on us, but I thought, let's just have a bit of fun actually here. There's no point really just going really slowly here just to get to the line. I thought I'd have a bit of fun and keep into the rhythm, and maybe if I do a second season of something like this on F1 2015, if there's another classic mod or whatever that comes out, you know, I want to make sure I have the experience in the cars and the tracks. So yeah, that's the reason why I went as fast as possible. But you can see there's a big old gap between first and second, and a very big gap between second and third places there. I think Alesi got past Katayama. Katayama's obviously in a Minardi, which is very slow, and that's probably why, well, part of the reason why he was backing everyone up there. You can see the gap now. I think, yeah, it came down a little bit there to Panis in that second sector there. He had a good second sector, and now Alesi charging as well. Now he's got past Katayama into third place now, but I decided, rich fuel mixture, last lap of the race, let's try and set a really good lap time here, try and get into the 114s in this last lap of the race. I know I said earlier on we don't really need to worry about lap times or whatever, but I thought let's have a bit of fun and try and get a good lap time here. And in that last sector, even though we didn't have a good lap time in the end, we did still actually pull out on Panis, and now the gap to him's nearly 5 seconds once again. First sector, still down on our pace lap actually, which is kind of surprising. Getting through these corners nicely, which is good actually, making sure we don't run wide. And now just the not really pressure, but just making sure we don't do things silly on this last lap of the race here, because obviously we've got such a big gap. But one little spin or something could cause anything to happen here in Brazil for this second race of the season. But it's looking good. It is looking really good here for 10 points in this championship, which could move us even up into the lead of this championship. We'll have to see at the end, depending on where other people finish this race. Obviously 2 second places would have been good enough for whoever finished second place in Australia. I can't remember who it was actually off the top of my head, but I don't think it was Panis. So pretty much it's just where Berger finishes in this race. If he gets into the points, we may be behind him or whatever. We'll see with the start finish line coming up very close here. Across it, do we get a purple lap time? I think we do. 7/10 of a second, I think, faster than our fastest lap time there. A 1:15.1 on that last lap of the race. Unfortunately not getting into the 1:14s. Maybe we had a good first sector, we could have maybe got that, but unluckily we didn't. But there we are. There's the results. We win. Then Panis in second, Frentzen in third, Alesi. Villeneuve gets his first points of the season. Nakano scores once again. Katayama, after starting way near the front, finishes in 8th place, over 20 seconds behind. My teammate just finishes just behind him, and looking down the bottom, I think that was Larini finishing in last place now. So yeah, another good race for us there. Nearly won that race by 10 seconds in the end there. Not too sure how we got such a big gap there. 1.5 seconds faster than the guy in second place, so maybe, I don't know, maybe we need to up the difficulty. But anyway, there is the driver's standings there. We lead by 1 point over Berger. Then Nakano, after scoring in both races, actually finishes in, or is still in third place there. Now Panis in fourth, Alesi, Frentzen, Ralf Schumacher, then Magnussen. Villeneuve is the top 9 that have scored. Then Trulli is the highest place finisher that hasn't scored points. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully enjoyed the video. It's been Alex from out here. Goodbye.